Hey everyone, welcome back to Mindful English. I'm Sarah, and I'm sitting here with Liam.
Hey everyone, good to be here.
Liam, today we are talking about the ultimate, universal topic of human connection.
The one topic you can discuss with a best friend, a coworker, or a complete stranger in an elevator: the weather.
Exactly. But here is the challenge. Talking about the weather in a second language is often taught in a very robotic way. We learn, it is raining, or it is sunny. But when you turn on the news or look at a weather app, you see a completely different set of vocabulary.
And here's what we're doing today. We're giving you the real language of weather forecasts. By the end, instead of saying it's raining, you'll say it's pouring. Instead of very cloudy, you'll say overcast. You'll sound like someone who actually lives in the environment, not someone reading from a textbook.
Because weather talk isn't just small talk, it's the ultimate icebreaker. And once you can talk about the weather naturally, you can talk about anything.
Let's master the forecast.
Let's start right at the beginning. You open your weather app in the morning, or you turn on the news. The meteorologist will usually start by saying what the forecast calls for.
Forecast calls for. That is the standard opening. It means what the weather prediction is requesting or expecting. The forecast calls for rain this afternoon.
And the first thing you usually check on your app are the temperatures for the day. But we don't just say the hot temperature and the cold temperature. We look at the highs and lows.
Highs and lows. The maximum and minimum temperatures expected for that specific day. Today we'll have highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s.
Right below the temperatures, you will usually see a percentage, like 40% or 60%. That is the chance of precipitation.
Chance of precipitation. Precipitation is the formal scientific word for any water falling from the sky, rain, snow, or hail. It sounds very formal, but we use it in daily life when reading the app. There is a 30% chance of precipitation today, so I might bring an umbrella.
Now, let's talk about the sky. If the sun is out, but there are some clouds blocking it, the app will say it is partly cloudy.
Partly cloudy. A mix of sun and clouds. But if the sky is completely gray, like a solid blanket with no sun at all, we call that overcast.
Overcast. It's a very heavy, moody word. It's been completely overcast all week. And usually when it's overcast, it means bad weather is going to roll in.
Roll in. I love this phrasal verb for weather. It describes how clouds, fog, or storms move across the landscape. You can literally watch a storm roll in from a distance.
So the storm rolls in and it starts to rain. But rain comes in different styles. If it rains for 10 minutes, stops, and then rains again later, the forecast will predict scattered showers.
Scattered showers, meaning the rain is spread out randomly over time and space. You might get wet, but the next town over might stay completely dry.
But if it is a massive, violent, continuous rainstorm, the meteorologist will call it a torrential downpour.
Torrential downpour. A massive amount of rain falling very fast. That is the formal forecast term. But if you are just talking to your friend, the casual way to say this is, it's pouring.
It's pouring. We use this all the time. We can't walk to the restaurant right now. It's pouring outside.
And when it's pouring, you usually just look out the window and hope the rain will hold off so you can leave.
Hold off. To delay or not happen yet. I hope the rain holds off until after the soccer game.
And if the rain finally stops and the sun comes back out, we say the weather is going to clear up.
Clear up. To become bright and sunny again. The forecast says it should clear up by the afternoon.
Okay, let's change seasons. Let's move to winter. You are watching the news, and the weather person points to a big blue line moving across the map. They announce that a cold front is approaching.
Cold front. The boundary of an advancing mass of cold air. When a cold front arrives, you are going to experience a sudden drop in temperature.
Drop in temperature. A fast and noticeable decrease in how warm it is. And in the winter, the actual temperature on the thermometer isn't the most important number. The most important number is the wind chill.
Wind chill. This is the feels like temperature. The thermometer might say it is 30 degrees, but the wind makes it feel like it is 15 degrees. The wind chill is what actually hurts your face.
And that wind chill is usually caused by gusts of wind.
Gusts of wind. Sudden, strong, brief blasts of air. It's not a steady breeze, it hits you aggressively. The trees are shaking because we are getting 40-mile-per-hour gusts of wind.
When the forecast predicts a cold front and low wind chill, the news anchor will look at the camera and tell you to bundle up.
Bundle up. To dress very warmly in multiple layers. Coat, scarf, hat, gloves. It's freezing out there. Make sure you bundle up. Finally, let's talk about the summer forecast. When the temperatures are dangerously high, we don't just say very hot. We say it is scorching hot.
Scorching hot. Scorching means to burn the surface of something. It implies the sun feels like an oven.
And if it is scorching hot and highly humid, we use a very specific word. Muggy.
Muggy. Unpleasantly warm and extremely humid. The air feels heavy and wet. You walk outside and instantly start sweating. I hate August. It's always so muggy.
To survive a muggy August, the local news will give you tips on how to beat the heat.
Beat the heat. To find ways to stay cool in extreme temperatures, like going to a movie theater with air conditioning or jumping in a pool.
But the best way to beat the heat naturally is if you are lucky enough to get a day that is slightly breezy.
Breezy. Having a pleasant, light, continuous wind. It is the perfect summer weather. Not gusty, just breezy.
From a torrential downpour to a breezy summer day. We just covered a full year of weather vocabulary. Let's pick the phrases that are the most conversational and useful for your everyday life.
The first one is the best way to describe heavy rain. It's pouring.
Grab an umbrella. It's pouring out there. You will hear native speakers use this far more often than "it is raining heavily." It is the standard casual phrase.
The next one is a phrasal verb for hoping the bad weather stays away. Hold off.
I'm going to mow the lawn now and just hope the rain holds off. It expresses optimism that the weather will delay its arrival.
Then we have the best way to describe a gloomy, sunless sky. Overcast.
It's a bit depressing today, completely overcast. It is a much more sophisticated and descriptive word than just saying cloudy.
The fourth one is essential for winter mornings. Bundle up.
The wind chill is terrible today. You really need to bundle up. It's a very caring, warm phrase to say to a friend or a family member before they leave the house.
And finally, the perfect word for unpleasant summer humidity. Muggy.
I can't even open the windows today. It is way too muggy outside. It perfectly captures that heavy, sticky feeling in the air.
So we have it's pouring, hold off, overcast, bundle up, and muggy.
And if you want the complete list of all the weather phrases we covered, plus seasonal expressions we didn't have time for, check the pinned comment below. Thank you so much for joining us. Being able to talk about the weather confidently is actually the key to unlocking so many other conversations.
It really is. It is the ultimate icebreaker. Once you connect over the weather, you can talk about anything.
So here's your challenge. Next time you check your weather app, try to describe what you see using one of these phrases. The forecast calls for scattered showers. It's going to be muggy today.
And then tell us in the comments, what is your absolute favorite type of weather? Do you love when it is breezy, or do you secretly love when it is completely overcast?
We genuinely want to know. And if this episode helped you move beyond "it's raining" and "it's sunny," if it gave you the vocabulary to actually understand a weather forecast, share it with someone who's learning English.
Because weather talk might seem simple, but it's one of the most important skills for sounding natural and connecting with people.
Think about the weather outside your window right now. Which of these phrases best describes what the sky is doing today?
Have a great week, everyone. Stay dry out there.
Bye!
Bye, everyone.